Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to this walkthrough of LA Noire. This is Blackjack Kent.
We can't seem to put this morphine to sleep.
A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Anyway, so there's been a shooting at the 111 Club, and it turns out that we did not get all of the morphine that we thought we'd finished cleaning up. The army surplus morphine that was hanging around, people were using. That's not the door. Where's the door? This way. So we're gonna go investigate before our old homicide buddies make a mess of things. Where the hell is the car? This is not the right exit. Ah. So, we're gonna go see what that's all about. Hopefully continue making a name for ourselves in the advice
You drive.
desk.
I need to go over the case
Since
notes.
evidently we got ourselves in some trouble last time by helping Roy to cover up his gambling habit.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
So is it gonna be a new chief in the advice department, possibly? Could be tough for you, Earl. You don't have a lot of, you have some vices to hide yourself.
Homicide guys are
111
already
Club.
inside.
They beat us to it.
Kowski. Phelps. Back again. We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie Mcgoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie Mcgoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
You mind if we take a look around?
Be
Douchebag.
my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
I miss Bukowski. He was a decent sort. Oh well. Wow.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
I'll say. Yeesh.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation,
Gangster
we
style
can
stuff.
try again.
Alright, we'll talk to her in a second, but first I want to get as many clues as possible. That is a beer bottle, and so is that. But we'll look at them anyway. Because you never know when Phelps might have actually picked up something useful. Nope, not this time. Anything else? Okay.
Find anything interesting?
I'm working on it. Gotta wander around and just rub up against everything in the place. That's quite a mess. That's another alcohol bottle, Phelps. But we can look at it anyway. Come on. I hear you buzzing. There we go. That's still another alcohol bottle. That's a nail. Or bullet, possibly. Not critical either way. Maybe it's a cigarette. Alright, moving along. Is there anything to actually look at over
All
here?
the good ones, Phelps.
Can we get up on the stage? Is it worth trying? Okay. Oop, there's the other dead guy. Biddleston. Anything on the face? Nope. Left arm? Nope. Torso? Morphine.
We have a news source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Maybe habit forming. Anything else down there? Yep. Nope, nothing. Okay. And right arm. Okay. Moving along. Stand up, Phelps. Anything else over here? What's in this back room here? Anything of importance? Ah! Whoop. Blocks of tobacco.
Army surplus again. Mcgoldrick must have been moving contraband through the club.
Army surplus tobacco this time. The Valor
Dozen packs to
Tobacco
a
Company.
carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Doing pretty well for yourself, were you, Mr. Mcgoldrick? What are you looking at, Roy? Guns? Heyo. Also army surplus? Okay, there we go.
These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
This guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, army surplus weapons, army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Alright. Did we get everything? I feel like there's probably more in here. Oh wait, there's at least that. What's that? Trumpet.
Well maintained. Custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Anything?
What's that click?
Excuse me? What click? Did it click? It's not letting me rearrange them or anything, so I don't know. Let's try the last one. Whoa!
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
What is all this? Blue
We
room.
should follow up on the musician angle.
Wasn't the blue room... Is that the place that Roy took us a bunch of times that we saw Phelps going to after, where Fontaine and that random singer was and everything?
He kept his stash close at hand.
Morphine syringe. Or injector thingy or something. Alright, that's all we got in there. About the trumpet itself. Anything of interest? Nope. Alright. Put her down. Is that everything? Sweet. Alright, let's go talk to the lady over here. See what you've got to
I'm
say.
Detective Phelps, administrative by squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Alright. What happened?
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Not entirely sure why she'd be lying about that, but, well, I mean, I can think of a lot of reasons why she'd be lying. Her being the killer, for one, but I can't tell if she is lying or not. I don't know if we have a reason to believe that she's not telling the truth. I'm gonna say doubt, just because I'm wondering why she was here and she's looking kind of shifty.
You want to level
Sweet.
with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, Then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Okay.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Alright. She's looking steadier on this one. I think she's not anyone to be suspicious of. I'm gonna say truth.
Where do you think he got
Awesome.
the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Okay. Sweet, I got my rank updated. Alright, so, what do we got to do? We got to investigate the serial numbers on those guns. Whoa! Oh, there's more stuff in here. Nobody told me that. They said it was done. It made the noise, the music that...
Bad luck, Eddie.
Aw.
Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
So this is Eddie Mcgoldrick. Got anything interesting on him? Nope. How about on the arms? Nope. Alright. Guess he was not critical to the investigation, which is probably why the music played that we'd gotten all the clues. But worth looking at everything just to be sure. Stand up. Anything else in here? Safe. That's gotta be promising.
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
Well, it sort of seems like they did. I mean, it was open. But nothing was taken. Weird. Anything over here? Nope. Alright. Come on, Roy. Let's go investigate things. Do we have a phone box? Come on. Phone box. Can I not use a phone box? Whoops. No, sorry, notebook. Where can I go from here? Hollywood Police Station and the Blue Room. Let's go to the police station first. And see what they can tell
Get out
us.
of the way. You can drive.
I guess that's where we're going to check on the guns and stuff? I'm not sure. Roy's got nothing to say this time. It appears. Alright. Imagine the Hollywood police station has a perpetual sea of paparazzi in front of it.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
I was wondering the same
Brenda
thing.
is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agent?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
It's a fun
Aren't
place.
you supposed to be working
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Good stuff.
Boy, get any on the side?
Ew.
You got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Just so happen to be leaning on it right now.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
There's Eddie Mcgoldrick. Right there. Hello? Come on. Am I not pointing at the right name? Okay. Evidently that wasn't the critical one. Can I turn the page? What am I pointing at?
This is the crate we recovered.
Okay.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA.
And Browning automatic rifle.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
Is that everything? Can we point at Mcgoldrick, please? How is that not critical? Alright. Do we need to tap this one too?
Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, Mcgoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
Mcgoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
Alright, so we know that people involved in this particular ship that got robbed are now in trouble because they've been trying to distribute the dope. Alright, so what does that tell us? We're just gonna head to... Are we done here? Have we done everything? Not sure what else we're supposed to do. Case objectives. Investigate the blue room. Alright. Let's go then. Is this the way out? No, I totally went to the wrong place. Technical services, we could say hi to Ray and Carruthers. This way. Cool. So, that tells us a little bit more. And once again, the mention of, Sheldon and Kelso. Courtney Sheldon and whatever Kelso. So, we know they're mixed up in this too. Let's go check out the blue room.
Can you drive to this one?
How well did you know the owner?
Mcgoldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
It's very deep and wise of you, Ray. No, Roy. I was right. Ray is the, technical services guy. I think. Ah, yes, the blue room. This is the place that, Roy introduced us to.
What is the second?
We knew it'd become critical sooner or later. We talk to you guys? Do you talk? No? Okay. I guess this way. Is that the same singer we saw before? I think so.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lick.